Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jen Tran gets support from X on Dancing with the Stars. Jen Tran put on a brave face and made her Dancing with the Stars debut. It's only been 2 weeks since she had to relive her engagement and breakup with Devon Strader live on national television. One of her Bachelorette exes was in the audience cheering her on. Jen Tran gets support from X on Dancing with the Stars. Bachelor Nation votes might be split this season of DWTS. Jen Tran was a last-minute addition to the cast after the major chatter around her Bachelorette season finale. She was forced to watch the bittersweet proposal after confronting Devon Strader about their breakup. But she's not the only Bachelor Nation star taking the dance floor this season. Graziadei is also competing on the dance competition. Viewers first met Jen when she was a contestant on Joey's season of The Bachelor. Both reality stars made their dance debut on the season 33 premiere on Tuesday night. They both danced the cha-cha with their partners. Joey is partnered with Jenna Johnson, and Jen is dancing with Sasha Farber. They both had a great night. Jen received a score of 19/30. Joey earned a 21/30. Joey's fiancé, Kelsey Anderson, was in the audience rooting for him. Despite recently ending her engagement, Jen Tran had a support system too. One of her former contestants on The Bachelorette was there. Rumors have been flying fast and furious that Jen Tran and Jonathan Johnson are dating, but they insist they are just friends, regardless of their relationship status. Jonathan was loudly cheering for Jen at the live taping. Other Bachelor Nation alums cheer her on, but Jonathan Johnson wasn't alone. He brought reinforcements from the franchise. People magazine noted that Susie Evans and Justin Glaze were also in Jen's cheering section. Susie and Justin famously sparked speculation about their relationship after getting cozy last year. They initially said they were just friends but admitted friendship had turned romantic earlier this year. Sadly, they've since ended their romance but clearly remain good friends. Viewers will have to wait and see if Jonathan will be in the live audience for as long as Jen remains in the competition. She might offer her audience tickets to other former suitors or bring her family out to LA for the live show. Jonathan lives in Los Angeles where the show is taped. Susie and Justin both live in San Diego. Perhaps they can offer Jen and Jonathan advice on navigating the rumors that they are more than just friends. In a dazzling display of sequins and spotlights, Jen Tran stepped onto the iconic dance floor of Dancing with the Stars. The crowd roared, the cameras zoomed in, and her nerves were palpable as she waited to take her first step. It had been weeks of grueling rehearsals, bruised toes, and learning to glide across the floor in a way that would wow both the judges and the audience at home. But tonight, something unexpected happened. Amidst the vibrant lights and swirling music, Jen noticed a familiar face in the crowd, her ex, Jonathan Johnson. Their relationship had been a roller coaster, played out for millions to see on The Bachelorette . The highs, the lows, and ultimately, the bittersweet end had left fans heartbroken. Yet here he was, in the front row, showing up in a moment Jen needed support the most. It wasn't the scandal or drama people were expecting from the glamorous chaos of reality television. Instead, it was a surprising display of warmth, of unexpected healing, and of support. Jen's partner for the season, a seasoned professional with years of ballroom experience, leaned over and whispered, "You've got this." Jen nodded, eyes still catching the familiar glance of Jonathan, who was clapping enthusiastically. What was he doing here? Their split hadn't been ugly, but it was still a breakup, and seeing him on such a crucial night brought back a flurry of emotions. The music started, a slow, melodic waltz. Jen took a deep breath and moved into her first spin, flowing with her partner, her gown billowing around her like a cloud. Every twist and turn seemed to be imbued with more emotion than usual, as if she were dancing not just for the judges, but for something else, perhaps a silent reconciliation with her past. As she moved through the dance, Jen's mind raced. The media had spun endless narratives around her and Jonathan, host asterisk Bachelorette asterisk, speculating about what had gone wrong or whether they'd ever get back together. But tonight, as she glided across the floor, she wasn't thinking about the tabloids or the endless fan theories. Her thoughts were on how much had changed since their last conversation. The memories of late-night talks, the laughter they shared, and even the tough moments all blended together. And now here he was, front and center, cheering her on. When the music slowed and the dance neared its end, Jen was dipped gracefully by her partner. Her body curved elegantly as the final note rang out. The crowd erupted in applause, and she found herself locked in a moment of quiet disbelief. She had done it. The dance had been nearly flawless, and the feeling of accomplishment washed over her like a wave. As Jen and her partner bowed, her eyes found Jonathan's once more. He was smiling, clapping wildly, and for a brief second, she smiled back. It wasn't a romantic smile. It was a smile of appreciation. A smile that said, "Thank you for being here." Backstage, the energy was electric. Her fellow contestants congratulated her, and her professional dance partner gave her a high five. Jen was still in a daze from the performance, but before she could process everything, one of the producers told her someone was waiting for her in her dressing room. Her heart skipped a beat. Was it Jonathan? Opening the door, she found him standing there, hands in his pockets, looking as casual as one could in the high-pressure world of live television. "Hey," he said softly, that familiar tone that brought back so many memories. "Hey," Jen replied, her voice unsure but kind. "I just wanted to say, you were amazing out there," Jonathan continued, stepping closer. "I know we've had our differences, but I wanted to be here tonight to support you. You've worked hard, and it shows." Jen blinked, her heart swelling with a mix of emotions. "I didn't expect to see you here." "I know," he said with a sheepish grin, "but I couldn't miss this. Watching you up there, so confident and graceful, I was reminded of why I cared about you so much in the first place." Her heart stilled at his words, but she quickly reminded herself they weren't here to hash out the past. They had both moved on in their own ways, but the fact that he had come all this way on such a significant night was not lost on her. "Thank you," she said earnestly. "It really means a lot that you came." For a moment, the room was silent, the tension of their shared history hovering just above them. But then, as if some invisible weight had lifted, Jonathan smiled again, this time broader and warmer. "I'll always support you, Jen, no matter what." Jen smiled back, a sense of closure settling over her. They didn't need to relive their past. The love they had shared had transformed into something else, something supportive, respectful, and, in its own way, beautiful. As Jonathan prepared to leave, Jen stopped him. "Wait, Jonathan," she said, biting her lip before continuing. "Do you want to grab coffee sometime? Just to catch up?"